Welcome back. Jason Bever, Daniel Friedel, Phoenix Jiu-Jitsu. We're looking at a follow-up to the standing guillotine. This is most certainly a neck crank, so it might not incapacitate an assailant with like cutting the blood flow off to their head, but it is a very, very, very painful and powerful thing to do to someone. Oftentimes, we're going to assume that you've watched the last video. If you haven't, go back, watch the standing guillotine video. I get his head lower than my armpit, and sometimes people will tuck their chin really hard. So now I can't get under there to get to his neck. So I like to use my fist in this sort of like turning motion. So I punch here, not like an actual punch, like I use the slow punch to turn his head sideways, okay? Now, I'm gonna take my sternum and cover the top of his head. I put my grip together and I start to walk the top of his head towards his belly button. So I just walk him in and you get a really easy tap. So let's look at that again. So I make my collar tie, my head snap. I get him in this front headlock, but he tucks his chin before I can get underneath. I'm gonna like use the fist to turn his head. See how he's looking at the camera? That's what I want. So my chest goes to the top of his head, like the crown of his head. I put my hands together. I like to use this sort of, it's not really, I don't know if this has a name, but I basically grab the meat of my hand with my support hand, right? So I make that turn. I make my grip, and I use my chest to take the top of his head towards his belly button. Now, be careful when you're practicing this, especially in the gym. This is pretty, I don't want to say dangerous, but you can certainly like hurt somebody. If it's a street altercation, their neck's their problem. That's my opinion, of course. Thank you, Daniel. You guys go train.